My name is ActionPacked, and I'm back with episode 9 of Wishlist Wednesdays. In just a few moments, a guest host will go over your smart AI ideas, or rather, your smart zombie ideas. But firstly, if you guys are new to the series, please check the description below to see how it all works, so that you can participate and have a little more fun with it instead of just watching the video. If you'd like to see these ideas actually get into Treyarch's next zombie game, then please click the link at the very top of the description to tweet this video at developers. Anyways, getting into the ideas, I'll let our guest host take it from here.
Hey guys, my name's Chronic, your new host on this Wishlist Wednesday. In fact, Matt is never coming back. I am taking over the channel. That's not true, actually. I'm just the guest speaker for today's Wishlist Wednesday, and I'll be talking about the new smart AI idea in today's video. If you guys don't know, my name's Chronic. I actually host my own channel. You can find my link in the description down below. I post mostly Destiny stuff as well as some zombie stuff from time to time. I'm trying to do more and more zombies in the future. Today's first comment comes from Zombie Guy 2401. He's talking about a stealth zombie, kind of act like a ninja disguised as another player, kind of like on Moon where you had that one guy that just was named somebody off your friends list, also have the same name, buying guns, opening doors, doing all the normal things, acting like a real player, and when you're not looking, he'll just come up behind you and actually replace the kind of dog rounds. So in that sense, it would happen every 5 to 6 rounds. Again, you wouldn't really know exactly when it is. I think dogs are every 4 to 6 rounds actually, so it would just happen randomly. You wouldn't know exactly what round. You had like a sense of when it would happen. It would be like 4 or 5 of them, like a bunch of them, like in the same round every like 4 to 6 rounds or something. And I think this would be a really cool idea because you'll just be walking around, you'll see your teammate, he'll be doing normal things, he might come up to you and knife you like a normal human being does, and he would just act like a normal AI. You'd really have to pay attention, you'd have to ask your teammate, you have to have communication. This might actually encourage communication, like, hey, dude, are you right next to me, or is this like an enemy? And I think that would just be a really cool thing, because there would be a lot of different traitorous things. I think this would be really cool in a game mode. You can actually hurt your teammate, otherwise that would just be a really easy like check, you know, like spy check, and you just try to kill those guys. But I think this would be a really cool idea. Maybe like mix it up, maybe instead of doing dog rounds like or monkey rounds, just kind of randomly throw these guys in. This will definitely be really cool. If you see your teammate right next to the exact same teammate, that would be really weird, and you know one of them is not the real teammate, and you shoot them both down. But I think this would be a really cool idea. The next comment comes from Ryan Cody. His idea is talking about zombie snares, where you mow down a horde of zombies, and there will actually be a live zombie still dead in the horde. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but basically he talks about a zombie. If you like mow down a horde of zombies, some of the zombies might still be alive. You know, you hit one of the legs off, he's just kind of down on the ground, just kind of waiting for you to come by, kind of like from Dead Rising, where you just walk around and then he'll just jump and snare and just grab you out of nowhere, and to be able to get him off, you have to like knife or headshot him, and it would just be like this 1 out of 70 chance. It wouldn't happen too often, but it would definitely discourage you from walking around this same area again and again. So instead of walking around in circles again and again, you could get snared by a zombie that is on the ground, that's like reanimated and resurrected from just hiding in the corpse of zombies. And having a big pile of corpses would also make it a lot harder to actually notice them. Imagine if you're just going around and then all the corpses disappear and there's like one there just kind of like with his eyes open staring into the air. You know he's obviously a snare, but if they could have some corpses like stay around, just as you walk by, the zombie would grab you and hold you in one spot. He wouldn't hit you, and you just take one knife or a headshot to kill him. I think this would be a really cool idea, because it would definitely encourage people to go to different areas, have to walk around, pay attention to their surroundings, and of course this wouldn't, this guy or this zombies actually being alive will not stop the round from starting. This is one of the notes that he had, would actually be even more puzzling, so that fact that you're not actually looking all over the place. It would be a pain in the ass just being like, where's the last zombie, and you have to go look at wherever you were, and you have to remember where you go. So it's a pretty cool idea that it makes it so it's actually something that doesn't stop the round. So I think this is an interesting idea, but I'm not sure how they could implement it. The next comment comes from OMT Gaming. This is actually one of my favorite ones because of how original it was. It's talked about for the smarter AI would have a leader zombie come in halfway through the round and direct zombies in a kind of ambush situation. For example, when a zombie leader comes in, all the zombies on the map currently spawning will super sprint to his location. Once there, the leader zombie will give them some type of explosive and then send groups of them sprinting at your location. So instead of having just the general storm where they all trickle in little by little, just be like swarms of zombies. So it would all be like planned attacks where they would go where you can't actually see them and they're not visible, and they would all come at the same time, and with all these explosives, it would be really, really cool. And it's up to you to find the leader zombie and stop him from making more of these explosives. Maybe the leader zombies can be like digging at the ground, trying to find explosives in the ground, walking around, kind of like George, being a little bit slower, maybe a little bit bigger. It would be really, really cool if they could have some type of ambush effect, so you're not actually sitting in one spot the entire time. If they notice that you're going around in circles or you're sitting in a camping spot, they'll back up, and if the leader zombie is like the one that tells them what to do, because they're mindless and leader zombie has some brains, it'll actually like make them all a cohesive zombie horde and make them ambush to do. And I think that would be really, really cool. Which was a good segue into the next idea. Mega Rafflebomb posted about a smart AI mechanic would be a swarming mechanics. Now, this would just be a kind of thing to eliminate the circling around in circles, where they would, instead of trickle in tons and tons of zombies, just little by little, just keep on coming at you, spawning in the ground. They would actually wait and swarm you all at once. I'm not sure if the leader ability, where it has to be only when the leader tells you to, because it can't be all the time, because that would be absolutely ridiculous, especially in the early rounds. But having a swarming mechanic where they communicate with each other and they say, hey, yo, back up, let's all go on 3, that would be really cool, especially if it was like an Easter egg where you heard the zombies like around the corner, all right, 1, 2, oh wait, what comes after 2? I think that would be really funny. But that would be a really cool mechanic to have them again, just swarming all on you, just overwhelm you. Again, the circling and the double back and the figure eights, you could really easily like stop them from coming. And the swarming really has to be from all directions to actually make it effective. And I think this would be a really, really cool idea to make the game a lot more interesting. And finally, the last comment from Sir Slick Gaming. He talks about, I think the way to improve the AI of the zombies and make it more challenging by making training a little bit harder is making a bit of the zombies try to flank you and go in front of you. Or, for example, have bosses on the map will target everyone, but have favoring the non-skilled player, which could be decided based on the stats. What he's trying to say here is, instead of just mindlessly going behind you, trying to find the shortest path to try to attack you, they would instead act like a human player. If a human player saw you going around in circles, they would, instead of going right behind you, they would try to cut you off, go in front of you, and stop you from going in a certain way. I think this would make it a lot more interesting, a lot more difficult. You know, if the zombies say, hey, there's a gap there, you cover that gap, you know, if they could communicate in that way, where some of the zombies would instead go after you. Maybe not all the zombies, because zombies are a bit mindless, but maybe some random zombies scattered around would actually step in your way. That would just make it insane. Having smart AIs to try to be like, hey, that doesn't make sense, we should stop doing this, and instead walk around to the other side, I think that would just be really, really cool. The other part of this comment also talks about a boss zombie that will target these non-skilled players. That's kind of the idea, where you target the one that's the easiest to die, you know, target the weak, and then slowly cripple their forces and all that stuff. To be honest, the non-skilled players are going to be going down anyways. You know, most of my friends are just like, oh, it went down, oh, no problem, I got quick revive, don't you worry, nothing, I got you. But I think it'd be a really cool idea. Maybe it would have certain favoriting for obviously the skilled players would go down a lot less often, and they know how to deal with it. So favoring the non-skilled players might make the game a little bit too hard and frustrating on the new people. So I don't know how that would work, and I don't think Call of Duty would ever pull something like that, because they do like to favor the newer people. So I think it would be a cool idea, and nonetheless, maybe it would be some type of extra mode. I think all of these things that would be really cool if you could turn on like skulls type of thing, like from Halo. You add on a difficulty multiplier, and I think all these things would be really cool if that was like an option in the menu. Anyways, that's it for today's episode. To get your idea featured in next Wednesday's video, make sure you comment down below your grief mode ideas. That's going to be anything revolving the actual current grief mode, or any ideas of how you think grief mode should be improved, or changing the entire idea in general. Maybe it should be zombies and all these other things. Leave your comments down below for the next Wishlist Wednesday. And if you guys want to see some daily Destiny and zombies videos, make sure you go check out my channel down in the description down below. That's spelled with a D-Y-C-H-R-O-N-I-C. I hate long walks on the beach. I love butter and all fatty products, and I love playing Destiny. So go ahead and check me down in the description down below, and if you come to my channel, make sure you say Harry Pinata. That's the one way I get, and also tell me that you're from ActionPacked, but Harry Pinata will basically let you guys know that you're from ActionPacked. Anyways, I hope to see you guys over there, and here's ActionPacked to take it from here.
Alrighty, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know it's a little bit of a change of pace, and we're not always going to have guest speakers. It'll be just once in every blue moon. But if you did enjoy Diachronic's commentary, you do enjoy Destiny content, and you do enjoy COD Zombies, then I strongly recommend checking out his channel. The link will be on screen and in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.